Hey, we're coming to you with the recap from week 2 of FBC Fantasy Football. I'm Jake here along with Justin and Bill. We're going to be recapping what was an exciting week in fantasy football from this past week. We're starting here with League One, and we had just a number of close games. Just a couple of squeakers here, cooking with the Cousins over the Baxter Flames. 404 error not found by about 20 over Team Ham Time. Jaden the Destroyer, really with just a tremendous amount of offense, an outpouring of offense, goes to 2-0 in FBC League One. Bull Power Anderson in a squeaker. I mean, like just a little over a point differential over the Parish Huskies. And Brandon's Boomers with a huge amount of offense, 192 points scored to go to 1-1. It was really a test of who wanted it more. And just some really sweet games this week in FBC League One. How about in FBC League Two, Mr. Brimmer?
Yeah, well, like I said, there's lots of predictions on what ESPN thought would happen, and well, there were, like I said, lots of injuries, lots of key injuries last week. Lots of guys out for multiple weeks. And so we had a couple games that were close.
Yeah.
My team ended up losing to Breakfast Burritos by 4. Everett is just running away with it now. He scored 154 points. But like the dark horse, like I said, Trisha Larson's team, the Mountain Movers, they're the team to beat. So everybody's got to look out for the Mountain Movers this year.
Wow. I'm not going to lie to you, Bill. I'm still stuck on the idea of a breakfast burrito. That sounds pretty good to me right now.
We got the two different standings, the divisions, but Everett and Trisha are both in first place in their respective divisions in this league. But lots of 1-1 teams and a couple 0-2 teams. But
okay,
Logan and Trisha and Everett are all 2-0. So
wow.
But
it's only week 2, right?
Everett does have the most. Right. Anything can happen. Lots more injuries to happen, I would imagine.
Yeah,
so,
boy, tough to pull a hammy, do something tough here in week 2. Some season-ending injuries, right? Last week, Saquon Barkley out, some key injuries for folks. Well, 49ers going down.
McCaffrey's backup will kind of fill his shoes, so I was able to sneak in and pick him up.
Predictions here, a lot of interesting data here in the standing projections as ESPN puts all this together. That's pretty cool to see all that data. It's the first time I'd seen that. Pretty cool.
I did a lot of moving, and so did Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon took a big hit. The breakfast burritos are going to take it all, according to ESPN. So we'll see what it looks like next week when we all get back together again.
I still can't get off this idea of a breakfast burrito. I think it sounds really good. Justin, boom goes the dynamite. Would you take us through FBC League 3? What happened in week 2 for you guys?
Well, first of all, just like Bill said, tons and tons of injuries. I think there was about 4 49ers players that went out this week, including one of my running backs and some of the other clutch players that they have. And so many other injuries, like Christian McCaffrey, who I also have on my team. And so many people took a hit this week. It's hard, but I mean, this is fantasy football, so we gotta get on with our lives. And anything can happen. It's still week 2. So wanted to point out, Team Go Pack Go, 150 points over Team Reynolds, pretty big in there, and hooked on a ceiling by almost 80 points. He beat Carl for life, which I love that name. Which is great job to Christian. Josh Allen had 34 points. Stephon Diggs came out with a big game too, and James Conner had some good points for him. I think is that James Conner? I don't know. Judy. John had his birthday. John too. It's his birthday today. He over Coach Brown by 20-30 points, and then I beat Sam in a photo finish by only 4 points. So that was close.
Wow.
Good job to
that's a gotcha
everybody
again,
in
guy.
League 3. Yeah.
Just a quick reference to Bill. Do you know where Judy is from? Justin, how about that? Do you know where that name comes from?
I have no idea.
I think it came from the Jets. I think it came from the Jetsons. I think George Jetson used to call his wife Judy Jetson. He used to say Judy. So a lot of good things happening in FBC League 3. I don't know, Bill, you've been playing fantasy football for a long time. How do teams overcome injuries like this? Like, how do you do it?
Waiver claims, like I said, you got to hopefully you're doing just bad enough, or you're on it quick enough to pick up those players. Like that was my strategy. You know, knowing McCaffrey's out, I went and researched who his number 2 was, or who the Panthers' number 2 was, and I tried to snatch him up, and evidently no one else was on it. So, yay me, I guess. We'll see how he does this week.
We'll just keep adapting. We'll keep rolling. We'll go on to week 3, and look forward to seeing you guys here again next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody who joined us either on Sunday morning or online as you watch this recap video. Looking forward to continuing a fun season of fantasy football, and we'll see you later.